Hey guys, Corey Cott here, coming at you with the final series finale, last episode of my Broadway.com blog. I took a little break for a couple years off of the series, but I'm back with one final episode before we sadly close on Broadway. And so for this episode, I thought it would be apropos and fun and touching just to go around and ask our cast and crew their favorite moments from the past 2.5 years, favorite moments backstage with the fans, anything and everything, press events. So enjoy this final hurrah as we give a tribute to our time here at Newsies Square, and then thank you so much for supporting us.
One of my favorite moments was, there are a bunch of Wicked fans in the cast, and at 15-minute call, a bunch of them got together and just collaborated and put on the Wicked Witch of the East scene with Nessa Rose, and it was Brendan, Tommy, Garrett, we made a complete production of it, complete with creative team, playbills, even a press walk.
And it was at 5, right? Every 5-minute call.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
The entire theater got into it. We held performances, multiple days, sold out.
You weren't in it, were you?
No, I made the playbills.
You made the playbills.
I was the press and ushers.
Yeah. And what was your favorite standout from that show? I remember Tommy Bracco being an amazing Bach.
Yes, he nailed Bach, but I personally really loved Brendan as Elphaba, with Jack Scott holding a green light under him.
The whole experience has been so amazing, so I'm just so thankful to have been a part of this and to have done this, and it'll always be in my heart.
Today, this is the best day we've ever had at Newsies. Have you seen this spread? Have you seen Tom Robbins' pulled pork?
So out of every experience that we got to do, Tony Awards, Dancing with the Stars,
all that pulled pork. Between show feast.
Between show feast.
Feast.
Amazing.
Second lunch.
So even more than getting to work with your friend for 10 years.
Oh yeah, you're great. No, Corey, you're great. Have you tried this pulled pork?
Just recently, this past Wednesday I was on for Jack for both shows, and going into the last week of the run, I'm pretty sure it's going to be my last time, and knowing that it's going to be my last time was kind of a special thing. And I remember being up there at the end of Santa Fe. You know the feeling.
Oh yeah, I know it very well.
To know that it was going to be the last one, it was just really something so cathartic and amazing about it. And so
it's a pretty cathartic song for sure.
Yeah. And so you're going to enjoy that Sunday, August 24th.
Ben, are you ready to share your favorite moment?
Hey, I'm busy. I'm sorry.
Super busy. Do you have a favorite moment though you want to share?
Today has been the best day of my life.
Wow. Just the food?
Oh, this food is unbelievable.
Okay. Thanks, Ben.
Thank you.
You sure there's nothing that you want?
I'm sorry, guys. I'm just busy.
I'd say my favorite
besides being with me on stage every day.
Well, that's my least favorite moment actually. My favorite moment is probably our first Tony Awards, I would say. Actually, no, it's the moment after we got off stage, realizing that I didn't fall over and that I smiled when I was supposed to and I was in all the right places, and I know that my mom got to watch.
One that's sticking out to me right now is the first time I met Alan Menken. I remember when he came to the show when I was playing Catherine for the first time, and I got to meet him on stage after. He just heard me sing his Menken love ballad duet, and that was a moment where all my childhood dreams were coming full circle.
Yeah, he's a genius.
I geeked out.
Cool.
Quite a bit.
Cool.
That was amazing.
One of the coolest moments was at the Tony Awards in 2012. Right before the telecast, they gave Chris Catelli his Tony Award for Best Choreography, and I remember we were all standing in a clump in our costumes, ready to go perform Seize the Day, and they had announced it, and it was the craziest thing. And then we got to go do the number, and it was amazing. I remember jumping up and down, and the sound tech was trying to put the mic in my thing, and I was I didn't care. I was yeah, and he was stop, just stand still. But I was but you. Anyway, it was awesome.
I created the role of Meta in 2012. And had a great time, and then I left the show and just recently came back about a month ago, and the first thing I said is, oh my God, it's still the littlest, happiest place on earth to work. It really, really is.
My favorite moment is every moment that I'm here.
Every moment?
Every moment.
But if you had to pick one moment though?
One moment?
One moment.
Meeting Corey Cott, Broadway star. That's the moment.
And there it is.
I would say the most fun thing that I've gotten to do is I've gotten to be the first ever Cockney meta.
Oh yes, that's
Yes, right?
The infamous Cockney
Yes,
meta.
the infamous Cockney meta. You got a lot of that because all of our scenes are together.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I loved it.
And thank you. It was super fun. And I guess I'm the first Cockney meta
And
ever.
and only.
And only. First and only.
Well, there you go. Forever.
Yeah. So I will be in the record books.
So I'm gonna go check out some of the oldsies, see what they have to say. Hey, hey guys, hey guys, can you wake up for a sec? Hey, oldies. I'd just want to ask if you guys have anything you'd like to say to the fans or Broadway.com.
Thank you, Fansies! I feel like people have heard this story a billion times, but it really is my favorite moment. After carrying the banner, on the opening, I think it was the first preview, and this was my Broadway debut, so I'd never been on a Broadway stage before, and I remember just hitting the button, looking out, and I couldn't believe the eruption from the audience, and I couldn't help but like look back and forth and just like take it all in. And Aaron, who's like a veteran, he was like, he saw me from the corner of his eye, and then we get backstage and I'm still in shock, and he's like, he pegged me, he called me an oscillating fan because my head just like went back and forth to take it all in.
That's amazing.
And that's what he calls me still to this day.
That's amazing.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, we just
for all your
want to,
support.
like, something
Awesome.
else that we wanted to say was, like, thank you to the Fansies. This is a beautiful story, and it's something that really can relate to everybody. And without you guys, we wouldn't be able to tell it. We wouldn't have been able to tell it for 2.5 years. We were only supposed to be here for 101 performances, and then we got extended once, and then we got extended again. And because of you guys, and because of you guys keep coming back and going on the journey with us, we've been able to 2.5 years on Broadway, and we've been able to reach out.
1,000 shows, 1,005 shows on. Yeah.
And we've been able to share the story with so many more people because you guys kept coming back and showing all the support that you did. So thanks so much.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. David Guzman, who plays Mush in our show, please tell me one of your favorite memories.
My favorite moment was when we all got to go to Dancing with the Stars. It was just so much fun traveling with everyone on the plane over there, and we had like no sleep. We only had like 23 hours in LA, and it was honestly, I felt like it was a time that we all got to come together and like really learn more about each other instead of just coming.
Experience.
It's such a bonding experience, and we got to be with each other besides like just the show every night, and I don't know, I felt like I made brothers for life on that journey.
I think my favorite moment so far, as morbid as it sounds, was the show that we did after we got our closing notice, because it really solidified that we're a family and that we have so much love for each other, and just how much this show means to us, as well as the Fansies and the creative team and everyone, and it just showed me what an amazing gift I have been given by being a part of this family and being a part of this show. And so thank you, Fansies.
We love
for
you,
being
Fansies.
so amazing
You're
and
the
for keeping
best.
us going and for sending cookies, and we love you guys. Mwah.
So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed some of those memories and thank yous. We're so happy to have had this incredible run, and though it's sad it's coming to an end, it's a celebration of this time we had, this time we get to celebrate and bring truth to the story of Newsies. And I have a couple moments that I'd like to just reminisce about. There was one at the Tony Awards, actually, which performing at the Tonys was, even though we got to just dance in the opening number and then present a couple awards, it was so surreal for me, even more surreal than making my Broadway debut, because the Tony Awards are one of the reasons I even wanted to become an actor in the first place. And so there's a moment where Neil Patrick Harris kind of passed the torch over to the Newsies, and it was only like a split second, but he looked over at me and he was like, "Now Jack Kelly and the Newsies," and he looked at me and he winked at me on national television, and I thought that was just a little tiny blip in time, but it was really, really special. And then my Broadway debut, the first time I sang "Dreams Come True, Yeah They Do" in front of an audience was, I don't know if I've ever been as honest as I have on stage in that moment, because I was just so happy to make my debut and share that with that audience, and it was so special. And but yeah, thank you guys again so much. We can't express our gratitude enough. We've had just such a blessed time, and so take care, keep carrying the banner. We'll see you soon. Bye.